finished deporting all the passengers. Well, they're not finished deporting all the passengers. There's another passenger bus coming out. Yeah, that's the second passenger bus, yeah. That's the second passenger bus, yeah. That's the other passenger bus. They're gonna get people off, yeah. That's the other passenger bus, yeah. They're gonna keep getting passengers off, yeah. Yeah, because they need to get the passengers off, yeah. They're gonna keep getting passengers off, yeah. There's only just 20 more passengers to go. Yeah. It's 20 more passengers to go, and then the rest of the passengers will be off the plane, yeah. Yeah, CYYZ, yeah. That's the airport code for Toronto Pearson, yeah. That's the airport code for Toronto Pearson, yeah. Yeah, and honestly, when it comes to an Alien prequel film, I would like to see the return of Naomi Rapace. That character I would like to see. That character I would like to see return. See, exactly, that's what I'm saying. The character of Naomi Rapace, I really would like to see again. If Ridley Scott really is serious, I mean, like I was saying the other day, like me and my dad were saying the other day, if Ridley Scott really is serious about doing another Alien prequel, and I would really love to see Ridley Scott bring back Naomi Rapace. I thought Naomi Rapace was like a brilliant character in Prometheus. Like, I really thought Naomi Rapace was like a great character in Prometheus. I really did like Naomi Rapace. Honestly, I loved Naomi Rapace being in Prometheus. Like, as a character, I did like Naomi Rapace being in Prometheus, honestly. I mean, to tell you the truth, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of Alien Covenant and Prometheus, I did like Naomi Rapace being in Prometheus. I can say that, definitely. Like, I can say that, I really did like Naomi Rapace as a character in Prometheus. Pretty much, yeah. That I can say. I mean, I can say that I really did like Naomi Rapace. Like, Naomi Rapace was one of my favorite characters in Prometheus, honestly. I mean, I'm really not gonna lie. I mean, I lie to you not, bro. I really do. I lie to you not, bro. I really did think, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I really did think Naomi Rapace was such a really brilliant character. I really did think, my opinion of Naomi Rapace in Prometheus was if I could pick between Michael Fassbender, if I could really pick between Michael Fassbender, and if I could honestly have a choice between Michael Fassbender and Naomi, if in Prometheus, if I had a choice between Michael Fassbender and Naomi Rapace, I would choose Naomi Rapace anytime. Because honestly, I would cross out Michael Fassbender because as David, I'm not gonna lie, I really would cross out Michael Fassbender. I would just X out Michael Fassbender as the Prometheus's synthetic because as you know, you know how bad the synthetics are in the Alien universe, in the Alien franchise, or I should say in the Alien. Yeah, I meant the Alien franchise. Dude, you know how bad the synthetics are in the Alien franchise. They are just bad. They are bad news. They are bad news, bro. They are the synthetics in the Alien franchise are just bad news, bro. They really are bad news. I'm not gonna lie. The androids in the Alien franchise really are bad news. And that's why in Prometheus, I would just X out Michael Fassbender and replace it with Naomi Rapace, because I thought Naomi Rapace was Naomi Rapace and for Prometheus, I would say Naomi Rapace would be my first choice for a top-notch actor in for a top-notch actor in Prometheus. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I lied to you not. I think my opinion of Naomi Rapace in Prometheus was like, I would give Naomi Rapace, like in Prometheus, I would give Naomi Rapace 2 big thumbs way up. But then, like, honestly, I would say the synthetics in the Alien franchise are just so unbelievably bad. Like, everybody anyone who's a fan of the Alien franchise knows that anyone who's a fan of the Alien franchise knows the synthetics are just bad news, And I'm sure there's people out there who really would agree with me. I'm sure there's people who really would agree with me, because anyone who's watched the Alien franchise, who grew up with the Alien who remembers watching the Alien franchise when they were younger, would literally agree that the synthetics in the Alien franchise really are bad news. Yeah, I mean, I lied to you not. The synthetics in the Alien movies, whew, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The synthetics in the Alien franchise really are bad. I mean, if you remember Ash from the original Alien, whew, that motherfucker was bad. That motherfucker was bad. Yeah, that I know, bro. That dude, that, like, yeah, but, like, I don't know if you remember Ash from the Nostromo, Ash from the original Alien movie. Like, phew, that dude was like overly bad. That dude was so bad, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you remember Ash from the original Alien. Dude, that synthetic was so bad, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, that synthetic was so bad. Knowing that the synthetics, the Weyland-Yutani synthetics are just so bad, are so unbelievably bad. I mean, the Weyland-Yutani synthetics in general are just so bad, bro. Don't get me wrong. The Weyland-Yutani synthetics are just bad news. Like, the Weyland-Yutani synthetics in the Alien franchise are just so unbelievably bad. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you just can't deny that the synthetics in the Alien franchise were never intended to be good. And you can't, exactly. That's my point. That's my point, bro. It's like, that's my point. It's like, in the Alien franchise, you can't deny that the synthetics in that the synthetics in the Alien franchise were never intended to play, or never intended to be a Mr. Nice Guy. I mean, I've watched the Alien movies so many times that I know for a fact that the Weyland-Yutani synthetics were never intended to play Mr. Nice Guy. Were never intended to play Mr. Nice Guy. We're like, just, never intended to play Mr. Nice Guy. They were always wanting those xenomorph specimens. Especially, like, I don't know if you remember in the original Alien where Ian Holm, I don't know if you remember the scene in the first Alien. You remember the scene in the first Alien where Ian Holm goes ballistic on where Ian Holm goes where the scene. Yeah, I'm talking about the scene in the original Alien where they're on the Nostromo, and Ian Holm goes ballistic on Ripley, and then Parker and Dallas and Lambert come to Ripley's rescue, and then they discover that Ian Holm is a synthetic. Yeah, I kind of thought you remembered that scene. Yeah, well, that's the scene I'm talking about, where they discuss that's what I mean when I'm saying that that the Weyland-Yutani synthetics were never intended to be that the whole purpose of the Weyland-Yutani synthetics were never intended to be Mr. Nice Guy. Especially Ian Holm. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but Ian Holm actually passed away in the last year. What did Ian Holm pass away of? Old age. It actually wasn't the COVID. It actually wasn't related to the coronavirus. It wasn't actually related to the coronavirus. Actually, it was actually just old age. It was actually just old age. Well, actually, Ian Holm's death wasn't in any way related to the coronavirus. It was actually just old age. And besides, Ian Holm was actually pretty old anyway. He was like 80 something. He was actually almost 90. 88 to be precise. He was at Ian Holm was actually Ian Holm. He was actually pretty old anyway. Yeah, Ian Holm was actually pretty old anyway. Yeah, and besides, Ian Holm was actually pretty old anyway. He was like 90 something. He was actually almost 90. He was almost 90, 88 to be precise. And I thought Ian Holm was such a great actor. And when it comes to Ian Holm playing the Nostromo synthetic in Alien, I would give Ian Holm 2 big thumbs way up. And also Ian Holm playing Napoleon in Time Bandits, I would also give Ian Holm 2 big thumbs way up. Because I always thought Time Bandits was such a great movie. Alright, so I'm gonna go there.